Hi guys, welcome back to the course on daily MCQs for English comprehension skills. This is your educator Palak Sharma on Unacademy for English language. You can read a few things about me in the slide, and if you like my courses, you can follow me over this link on Unacademy. This is me. If you like my courses, do rate, review, recommend, and share them. Let me know your feedback. If you like them, give it a 5-star, and if you have any doubts, you can write them in the comment section. I'll answer them. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Maybe right now I'm not able to answer to every individual comment, and it would be impossible for me because I've got my exams going on. But right after I'm done with them, I'll be definitely making it sure that I answer them each one by one. So the first MCQ for today, you have to find the word that is similar in meaning. The word is graphic, and options are moving, timid, obvious, and instructive. And the right answer to this MCQ is option C, that is obvious. Timid means showing a lack of courage or confidence or easily frightened. Then we have instructive, that is useful and informative. Then we have obvious, that is easily perceived or understood. And we have graphic, that is clear, apparent, pronounced, or straightforward, glaring, and that is graphic. Okay, so therefore graphic is the synonym of obvious. Graphic and obvious are synonymous. Coming to MCQ second, you have to find the part which has an error. The sentence is, as he stood below the shower, the sharp jets of ice cold water revived his spirit. Choose the part which you think has an error, and if there's no part which has an error, mark E as your right answer. The correct answer to this MCQ then goes as option D, that is, we have to change spirit to spirits. Why? Because normally spirit is actually a noun, and it usually means a soul of something, was a non-physical part of a human being. Okay, so it's also used as an objective sometimes, but right now we have been using it as a soul or something which is non-physical. Spirits, what's happening in the case of spirits is a person's mood. Okay, it's an attitude you have. So if you are given the above case, the above sentence, you have to revive your mood, and therefore the mood thing goes with spirits. So we have these examples. The warm weather lifted everyone's spirits. He confessed in a spirit of self-respect. In this case, we've put spirit because this is about the non-physical part of a man. And in this case, we have spirits because this is about a person's mood and attitude. So in this case, it should have been spirits, na ki spirit. Coming to MCQ third, you have to find the word opposite in meaning to the given word out of the given alternatives. The word is asked. Options are ordered, ignored, requested, directed, refused. And the right answer to this MCQ, the right opposite to asked, is option B, that is ignored. Why? Asked means to inquire, to ask for something, to ask about, to demand or inquire into something. To ignore means to defy, to neglect, to disregard, and you are not interested. So in this case also, it is just almost similar to the one we did in last case. You have to see that in this case we are standing on, suppose we are this, like, suppose it is a straight line, and on one part we have someone who's asking something, and on the other part there is someone who's ignoring it. If you are in same class, we have two students, one of them is asking something, one of him is ignoring. So they are both opposite to each other. In the same case, asking and ignoring are opposite to each other. Many of you might think that the opposite of asking might be something else, refusing. Many of you might say, but no, it's not refusing. The opposite of asking is actually ignored. If someone has asked something, well and good. If he has not asked, it's the opposite. He has ignored it actually. Coming to MCQ fourth, you have to put the correct sequence for these sentences. S1 and S6 are the starting and the end. You have to put the sequence of rest of them in the correct order. So just think of the right answer, and the correct answer to this MCQ is option C, that is SRQP is the correct sequence. So how does it read? Kennedy kicked moodily at the leg of the chair which he was holding. The feeling that his whole world had fallen about his ears was increasing with every hour he spent at case. Last term, he and Fenn had been as close as friends as you could wish to see. If he had asked Fenn to help him in a tight place, then he knew he would have relied on him. Now his chief desire seems to be to score off the human race in general, his best friend included. It was a depressing beginning. And therefore, CRQP, that is C, is the correct answer. Coming to MCQ fifth, we have to find the pair which has similar relationship as author is to manuscript. Options are optician to spectacles, engineers to bridge, architect is to blueprint, and doctor is to stethoscope. And the right answer to this MCQ is option C, architect is to blueprint. Why? As an author produces a manuscript, an architect produces a blueprint, and this is something which is raw, drafted thing, okay? A manuscript is also a drafted thing, a blueprint is also a drafted thing. Engineer has completed making a bridge, optician has completed making a spectacle, and therefore both of them are eliminated. And doctor is to stethoscope is like doctor uses a stethoscope, he never makes a stethoscope, and therefore we see C option is correct. Coming to MCQ 6, we have to find the word furthest in meaning. Word is commission. Options are started, closed, finished, terminated, and unlocked. And the right answer to this MCQ is option B, that is closed. Why? Started means to begin, okay, at a particular time of time or to come into being. Finished means to brought when you brought something to an end, when something is completed. Then there's terminated, that is bringing to an end again. Then we have unlocked, not logged. We have closed, that has not been opened, and commissioned, which means to bring something newly produced into working condition. Fine. So if you have commissioned something, we have commissioned a new office, or we have closed it. We have closed the office. So therefore, closed and commission are antonyms to each other. They are both opposite or furthest in meaning to one another. Coming to MCQ 7, you have to find the correct synonym. Word is showy. Options are rowdy, hungry, greedy, and gaudy. And the right answer to this MCQ is option D, that is gaudy. Why? Rowdy means something which makes noise, disorderly. Hungry is to feel the need for food. Greedy is to have an intense or selfish desire. Gaudy is to be extravagantly bright or showy, and you seem to be tasteless when you are a gaudy person. And showy means to have a very striking style, sense, and you're being excessively bright, you're being excessively colorful or ostentatious, showy again, and therefore gaudy and showy are synonyms to one another. MCQ 8, we have to find the word that has been left in this case, the one which is to be filled in this blank. She was sorry she didn't attend her friend's wedding. Yes, she dash. Regretted she can't have gone. Was regretting she does not go. Will regret she didn't go. Was regretting that she couldn't go. This has to be just one she. And the right answer to this MCQ is option D, was regretting that she couldn't go. Okay, yes, she was regretting that she couldn't go is the correct answer, because regretted she cannot have gone, this is wrong. Yes, she regretted she can't have gone. Can't have gone is nothing. Was regretting she does not go. Again, it's not grammatically sound. Will regret she didn't go. This has already happened. The wedding has already happened, and will regret means future, and she cannot walk in future if the wedding has already happened, and therefore D is the correct answer. Coming to MCQ 9, we have a one-word substitution: a disease which spreads by contact, incurable, infectious, contagious, fatal. And the right answer is option C, that is contagious. Incurable, that is not being able to cured. Infectious, liable to be transmitted to people through the environment. Fatal means leading to failure or disaster. Contagious means spread from one person to another or organism, typically by direct contact. And therefore, contact word has been used, therefore contagious is the right answer. MCQ 10, find the indirect voice. He told her, I want to meet your father. Any of these four options might be the indirect form of the sentence. Find it out and mark it as your correct answer. So the correct answer to this MCQ is option B. He told her that he wanted to meet her father. How? He told her has to be the same. That has to be the same. The sentences which use I, they have to be eliminated. And because he has been used, we cannot use she wanted to meet. Therefore, D is also eliminated. B and C are left. Wanted to meet your father. They've again used first and second person. Wrong. Therefore, B is the correct answer. Coming to MCQ 11th, active and passive, he teaches us grammar. Choose any of these four options in passive voice. And the right answer is option B, we are taught grammar by him. Because the sentence which is given is in simple present tense. Okay, he teaches us grammar. So what will we do? The rule goes, subject, that is he. No, actually the subject in this case, he teaches us. That is we are the subject. We is the subject. We are is am are, you have to choose one out of them. So because we has been used, it's plural, and we'll go with are. And then the third degree of the verb, that is taught grammar by him. The other agents have been used, they have been put here. So we are taught grammar by him. Coming to MCQ 12, find the part which has an error. Many a person have lost their life and all property in the riots. If there's an error, you can mark it in the options given below. If there's no, mark E as your correct answer. The right answer to this MCQ is option B. Why? have lost. Many a person have lost, they've said. So it should be many a takes a singular noun which is followed by a singular verb. So many a person has lost life and all property in the riots. That should be the correct thing. Many a person has lost. Coming to option, MCQ 13th, he behaves as if he dash a king. Was, were, has, and had. And the right answer to this MCQ is option B, that is were. He behaves as if he were a king. Why? This has to be a doubt for everyone. Now, what happens in this case is subjunctive mood is used in non-statements like wishes, or you have some demands, or you have some conditions which are not actually the truth. Then you have suggestions, then you have likes. So the given sentence which have been given in this question, which has been given in this question, it's a condition. Okay, it's not actually the fact. It's contrary to the truth. So in this case, a plural verb is used even if the subject is a singular one. He behaves as if he were a king. I wish I were a princess. Condition contrary to the fact, like he is not a king in truth, but only he behaves as if he was. The other examples are also like that. She acts as if she were his wife. This is condition contrary to the fact. She's not his wife in truth, but she only acts as if she was. So therefore, we have said she acts as if she were his wife. Coming to MCQ 14, you have to find the correctly spelled word. Which out of these four is correctly spelled? Mark it, and the right answer is option C, entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is the one who is a decision-making body who starts a business and makes major decisions. That is an entrepreneur. Coming to MCQ 15, you have to find indolence related to work in the same way as taciturn. Taciturn is related to observe, speak, cheat, or act. And the right answer to this MCQ is to speak. So in the same way as indolence is related to work, taciturn is related to speaking. Coming to MCQ 16, we have to find the part which has an error. And the sentence is, I have two sister-in-laws whose husbands are all well settled. Mark the correct answer. If there's no error, mark E as your right answer. And the right answer, actual correct answer to this MCQ is option B. That is, you have to change sister-in-laws to sisters-in-law. Plural of such compound words is formed by adding S in the first constituent in the compound word. So if we have brother-in-law, we cannot say brother-in-laws. You have to say brothers-in-law. And hence we come to the end of this lesson. If you have any doubt, write them in the comment section. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible, actually. And if you like my course, you can rate, review, recommend, and share it. Thank you. Have a nice day.